The stage is bare, save for a single, simple cushion placed in a pool of warm light. Around it, darkness. The soundscape is subtle. The distant call of a single bird, a rustle of leaves, the faintest whisper of wind. It is not silent, but deeply quiet. Welcome to Impactful 10 Minutes. Our channel is one of the best YouTube channels. Friend, you who have come here with a mind full of questions, a heart full of whether, sit not there on a chair of wood, but here within yourself. Make a cushion of this moment. Let us attend to a most peculiar, most urgent, most neglected matter. Yourself. You spend your days in a frantic festival of focus. You focus on the work that must be done, the words that were said, the words you wish you had said. You focus on the face you see in the glass, judging its lines, its light. You focus on the one you love, fearing their loss. You focus on the one you dislike, chafing at their presence. You focus on the past, a ghost. You focus on the future, a phantom. You gather up the world, its sounds, its sights, its endless opinions. And you say, this is my focus. And in this entire, bustling marketplace of attention, you are absent. You have forgotten to focus on the one thing that is the ground of all your experience, the one who is focusing. This is not a command to become selfish. This is an invitation to become real. For if you do not know the instrument through which you perceive the world, how can you trust any perception? If you do not know the painter, how can you understand the painting? So, let us undertake a journey, not to a distant mountain, but a journey of a single breath. The journey inward. We will call this journey vipassana, clear seeing, insight, not into doctrines, but into the very nature of your existence. The first truth we must acknowledge is the truth of dukkha. It is often translated as suffering, but it is more subtle, more pervasive. It is the unsatisfactoriness, the perpetual slight friction of being alive. The cup is too hot or too cold, never perfectly just so for more than a fleeting instant. The mind is too dull or too agitated, never perfectly at peace. This is not pessimism. It is the simple, honest observation of the condition of the one who is focusing. You feel this dukkha, do you not? In the small sigh after a completed task, in the restless seeking for the next distraction, in the quiet anxiety that hums beneath your daily routines. You believe this dukkha is caused by the world. If only you had that object, that status, that person, that certainty, then this inner friction would cease. You focus all your energy on arranging the world to your liking. I tell you, the cause of dukkha is not out there. It is in here. It is tanha, thirst, craving, the desperate, clinging desire for things to be other than they are. The craving for pleasure, for existence, for non-existence. It is the endless movement of the mind towards or away from experience. This craving is rooted in a fundamental ignorance, avijja. And what is this ignorance? It is ignorance of yourself. You operate under a grand, tragic delusion. You believe you are a solid, enduring, separate self, a commander inside your head, looking out through the windows of your eyes, directing the machinery of your body. This I that feels permanent, that owns thoughts, that claims experiences. I am angry. I am brilliant. I'm afraid. This is the axis around which all your suffering spins. Our task, then, is to focus on this self with unprecedented clarity, to dissect this assumption with the scalpel of mindfulness. Are you ready? We begin not with philosophy, but with the body. For the body is the most obvious, the most tangible aspect of your experience. Focus on your breath, not to control it, but to know it. Feel the cool air entering at the nostrils. Feel the slight pause. Feel the warm air leaving. Is the breath you? Are you its author? Can you will to stop forever? Observe it as you would observe a river, something happening within the field of your awareness. Now expand your focus. Bring attention to the soles of the feet. Feel the pressure, the texture, the temperature. A constellation of sensations, appearing and disappearing. Move your focus slowly up through the legs, the torso, the hands, the neck, the face. Simply note pressure, warmth, tingling, tightness. Do not judge them as good or bad. Do not weave them into a story. My knee hurts because of that fall I took years ago. Simply know the sensation is sensation. What are you discovering? You are discovering that the body is not a solid thing, but a flowing, changing process of sensations. You are not a body owner. You are aware of bodily phenomena. A slight but revolutionary shift. Now focus on the mind, the world of feelings and thoughts. A feeling arises, pleasant, unpleasant, neutral. A gust of joy from a memory. A stab of irritation from sound. See how quickly the mind labels it. This is good, I want more. This is bad, make it stop. This is tanha, craving, springing into action. Watch it. Do not follow the feeling into a daydream of more joy. Do not flee the irritation into a plan for revenge. Just note, pleasant feeling, unpleasant feeling. See it as a weather pattern in the mind sky. It is not you. It is a conditioned phenomenon, arising and passing. And thoughts? The grand chaotic parade of thoughts. You believe you're the thinker. But I ask you, if you're the thinker, can you decide the next thought? Can you stop the stream of thoughts for even a minute? Think of a blue elephant. There, you did it. Now, do not think of a red monkey. What happened? The thought arises by itself, does it not? Based on past conditioning, on sensory input, on memories. You're not the author of thoughts. You are the awareness that knows a thought has arisen. Thinking, note it. Let it pass like a cloud, crossing the vast, open sky of your awareness. We move to a deeper layer, consciousness itself. The six senses, sight, sound, smell, taste, touch, and mind consciousness, the knowing of thoughts. Consciousness is not a thing, it is an event. It is dependent. A plus visible form plus eye consciousness equals sight contact. Ear plus sound plus ear consciousness equals sound contact. It is a momentary, impersonal arising, a flashing into being, dependent on conditions. Where is the permanent seer here? There is only the seeing. Where is the eternal hearer? There is only the hearing. The consciousness that heard the bird a moment ago is gone. A new consciousness hears the wind now. A stream of moments linked by memory and habit, creating the illusion of continuity. Now, bring this focused attention to the very sense of self. The eye-making and mind-making faculty. Watch how it operates. A pleasant sensation arises, and instantly there is a subtle mental gesture. This is for me. An accomplishment occurs. I did this. An insult is given. They hurt me. See this process of appropriation. It is a habit, a reflex born of ignorance. We cling to the five khandhas, the aggregates of form, feeling, perception, mental formations, and consciousness, and we say, this is me, this is mine, this is myself. I invite you to investigate each aggregate, to focus on it with penetrating wisdom. Is form the body self? If it were self, it would obey your commands. It would not age, sicken, or cause pain. You could say, be forever young, and it would comply. Does it? Is feeling self? Feelings change from pleasant to unpleasant without your permission. Can you command joy to stay? Are perceptions and mental formations self? They are a tangled jungle of conditioned responses, often contradicting each other. Is consciousness self? It vanishes in deep sleep. It changes with every new object. Can you hold onto one state of consciousness forever? When you focus deeply with sustained and careful attention, you see each aggregate for what it is. Impermanent, anicca, subject to change and dissolution. Anything impermanent is, by its very nature, unsatisfactory. Dukkha, it cannot be a reliable source of security or identity. And anything that is impermanent and unsatisfactory cannot be said to be a self, an I, or mine and ita. This is the pinnacle of focusing on yourself, seeing the selflessness of all phenomena. It is not a nihilistic denial of experience. It is a profound, liberating discovery. You are not a solid entity having experiences. You are an open, aware space where experiences, bodily, mental, sensory, are happening moment by moment, according to conditions. What happens when this insight is not intellectual, but direct, experiential, and sustained? The chain of suffering unravels. Ignorance, avijja, gives way to wisdom, panna. If there is no permanent self to protect, to gratify, to aggrandize, then the habitual volitional formations, sankhara, lose their power. Consciousness, vijnana, ceases to be appropriated. Mind and body, namarupa, are seen as mere processes. The six senses, salayatana, are just doors, not possessions. Contact, phassa, is bare sensation. Feeling, vedana, is just feeling, not a command to crave. And without that craving, tanha, clinging, upadana, ceases. With the end of clinging, the entire process of becoming bhava and rebirth, jati, the rebirth of thy moment to moment, stops. And with that, aging, death, and this whole mass of suffering, jarmarana, cease. This is nibbana, not a heaven, not annihilation. It is the cooling of the fires of greed, hatred, and delusion. It is the unconditioned, the liberation of the heart that knows it was never in chains, only dreaming of chains. It is the end of the obsessive, exhausting project of being a self. But do not mistake the map for the journey. This focusing is a practice, a path. The Noble Eightfold Path is not 8 different roads, but one path with 8 aspects. And it begins and ends with right view, the understanding of anicca, dukkha, and anatta, right intention, the resolve for renunciation of craving, for non-ill will, for harmlessness. This is the guiding star of your focus. Right speech, right action, right livelihood. These are the foundations. You cannot focus clearly if your life is spilling over with the toxicity of false words, harmful deeds, or a profession that wounds others. Ethics creates the calm, clear pool in which you can see your own reflection. Right effort to prevent unwholesome states, to abandon them if they arise, to cultivate wholesome states, to maintain them. This is the energy of your focus. Not harsh striving, but sustained, diligent application. Right mindfulness, sati, this is the heart of it. Mindfulness of body, feelings, mind, and phenomena. The unwavering, non-judgmental presence with whatever arises. It is the lamp you carry into the dark corners of your being. Right concentration, samadhi, the deepening of focus into unified, serene, penetrating states of mind. The mind becomes a perfect lens, undistorted by distraction. This path is the ultimate focusing on yourself. It is a path that deconstructs the illusion of self, only to reveal something limitless. When the clouds of delusion disperse, the sun does not disappear. It is revealed, having been there all along. So friend, what are you to do? Stop seeking yourself and start seeing. See the next breath. See the next sensation. See the next thought. See the one who is seeing. In this simple, profound focus, the whole universe of suffering and freedom is contained. Do not believe me because I say it. Do not believe because it is written in some sacred text. Kulme, see for yourself. Focus. As a goldsmith tests gold by rubbing, cutting, heating, test these words in the furnace of your own experience. Look into your own heart. Beneath the chatter, beneath the roles you play for the world, do you not sense a disquiet? A subtle hum of unease? Even in pleasure, there is the whisper of its ending. In success, the fear of loss. In love, the shadow of parting. In health, the knowledge of decay. This is dukkha, not merely gross suffering, but the inherent unsatisfactoriness of conditioned existence. It is the grain of sand in the oyster of your life. You feel it. Acknowledge it. Do not flee from this truth. It is not your enemy. It is your most honest friend, pointing to a reality you must investigate. Why does this dukkha arise? The mind, in its confusion, shouts, because I do not have enough, because things are not as I want them. So you strive. You grasp at pleasant sights, sounds, feelings, ideas. You push away the unpleasant ones. You build walls of opinions and identities, hoping to create a permanent, safe shelter called me. This is tanha, thirst, craving. It is a movement of the mind, a leaning towards leaning away. It is a state of perpetual falling, never finding solid ground. And it is rooted in avidya, ignorance, not stupidity, but a fundamental misunderstanding of the nature of reality and most crucially, of your own nature. You operate under a grand, ancient, and deeply held delusion, the delusion of Atta, a permanent, unchanging core self, a little commander inside the fortress of the skull, an owner of the body, a thinker of thoughts, a feeler of feelings. This I seem so obvious, so real. All your life revolves around its protection, its enhancement, its stories. I am this. I am that. This is mine. From this seed of I, the entire tangled forest of suffering grows. Our task, then, is not to build a better I. It is to bring the light of unwavering attention to this very assumption, to focus on the self so keenly and so patiently that its true nature is revealed. This is vipassana, insight. It is a gentle, relentless dissection, not with a blade of steel, but with the blade of mindfulness. But we cannot start with the subtle. We must start with the tangible, the body. This, you believe, is most solidly you. So let us focus here. Part 1. The body, the first foundation of mindfulness. Close your eyes, or soften your gaze. Feel the weight of your body on the earth. Feel the touch of the air on your skin. Now, bring your attention to the breath, not to control it, not to make it deep or spiritual, simply to know it, the knowing of breath. Feel the entire journey of a single in-breath, the beginning, the middle, the end, the slight coolness at the nostril, the expansion of the ribs, the rise of the belly, then the turning point, the beginning, middle, and end of the out-breath, the warmth, the softening, the release. Breath after breath, each one unique, each one born and dying in the moment. Are you breathing the breath? Or is breathing happening? Where is the breather? Part 2. The feelings, the second foundation. Now, turn your focus inward to the stream of feelings, Vedana. Not emotions, those are more complex, but the basic primal tone of every experience. Pleasant, unpleasant, or neutral. A cool breeze touches your skin. Pleasant feeling arises. A loud, sharp sound, unpleasant feeling arises. The feeling of the floor beneath you, which you had ignored until now. Neutral feeling. These feelings are the mind's instant, pre-verbal evaluations. They're the spark that ignites the entire engine of craving. Watch this chain reaction with the precision of a scientist. A pleasant feeling arises. See how quickly, almost invisibly, the mind leans toward it. A subtle movement of wanting. This is good. More of this. I want this to continue. This is tanha, craving born. An unpleasant feeling arises. The mind flinches away. A movement of aversion. This is bad. Make it stop. I don't want this. This too is tanha. A neutral feeling arises. The mind, bored, seeks stimulation. It ignores the neutral and goes searching for the pleasant. This is also tanha. You see, feelings are not the problem. The problem is the automatic, habitual reaction of clinging or pushing away that follows them. This reaction is the source of kama, volitional action, that binds you to the wheel of suffering. Your practice now is to focus on the feeling without the reaction, to insert a moment of pure knowing between the spark and the fire. Pleasant feeling known, unpleasant feeling known, neutral feeling known. See the feeling as a mere sensation in the mind. It has a beginning, a middle, and end. It is not my feeling. It is a conditioned response. A sweet taste produces pleasant feeling. A bitter taste produces unpleasant feeling. It is impersonal. By not identifying with it, I am happy, I am miserable, you break its spell. You see it as a passing weather pattern in the vast sky of awareness. You are the sky, not the weather. Part 3. The mind, the third foundation. Now go deeper. Focus on the mind itself, Siddha. Not the thoughts, but the state or quality of the mind in this moment. Is the mind greedy or free from greed? Full of hatred or free from hatred? Diluted or clear? Contracted or expansive? Scattered or concentrated? Developed or undeveloped? Surpassed or unsurpassed? Focused or unfocused? Liberated or bound? Simply note, a mind with greed, a mind without greed, do not judge. Just know, this is like taking the temperature of the mind. You are not the mood. You are the one who knows the mood. This simple act of recognition has tremendous power. A mind that knows it is angry is already, in that knowing, slightly distanced from the raw anger. The space of awareness is introduced. Now, observe the thoughts and perceptions, Dhamma. This is the fourth foundation, but it flows seamlessly from the third. Sit as a witness to the thought stream. Do not engage. Do not argue. Do not follow the storyline. See thoughts as sensory objects, just like sounds or sights. They appear in consciousness. They are not yours. They are conditioned. Think of a mountain. Done. The thought arose. Did you create it from nothing? Or did the suggestion from my words trigger a memory, an image? The thought is a result of conditions. Now, try not to think of a flowing river. What happens? The thought of a river, or the effort to suppress it, arises by itself. You are not the author. See thoughts as bubbles rising from the depths of past conditioning, popping in the open space of awareness. Thinking, planning, remembering, worrying, imagining, just note. Label them gently. This robs them of their power to carry you away. You see their empty, fleeting nature, anicca. You see how they often lead to suffering, dukkha, and you see they're not a self, anatta. Part 4. The Dhammas, the laws of experience. Now broaden your focus to the patterns, the laws that govern all experience. These are the Dhammas. Focus on the 5 hindrances, those forces that cloud the mind. 1. Sense desire. Kamakanda, the mind craving pleasant sights, sounds, etc. When it arises, know there is sense desire. See it as a force, not as my desire. See its beginning, its end, the condition that caused it, paying unwise attention to a pleasing object. See the freedom when it is absent. 2. Ill will, vyapada, the mind pushing away, resenting. Know it. There is ill will. See it as a toxic fire burning in the mind. See how it distorts perception. See the relief when it subsides. 3. Sloth and torpor, thinamida, heaviness, dullness. Know it. Is it in the body? The mind? Sometimes just clearly knowing drowsiness brings a subtle energy. 4. Restlessness and remorse, udhakakakaka, the frantic, guilty buzzing of the mind. Know it. See it as wind agitating the surface of a lake. You cannot calm the wind by battling it. You must go deeper, below the surface, to the still depths of awareness. 5. Doubt, visakicha, uncertainty about the path, the teacher, your own ability. Know it. There is doubt. Do not fight it. Just see it as a condition of the mind in this moment. Let be and keep practicing. Doubt cannot survive sustained, direct experience. By focusing on these hindrances as impersonal phenomena, you stop fighting them and start understanding them. And in that understanding, they lose their strength. Now, focus on the opposite, the 7 factors of enlightenment, the qualities that lead to liberation. Nourish these. 1. Mindfulness, study the continuous thread of awareness. 2. Investigation of phenomena, Dhammavikaya, the keen interest in seeing things as they are. 3. Energy, viriya, persistent, joyful effort. 4. Rapture, pity, a blissful interest and refreshment in the practice. 5. Tranquility, passaddhi, the path, the way of focus. This profound focus is not a passive state. It is cultivated by the noble eightfold path. 1. Right view, understanding the truths we have explored. 2. Right intention, the resolve for renunciation, goodwill, and harmlessness. 3. Right speech, right action, right livelihood, the ethical foundation. A mind that lies, harms, or exploits cannot become still and clear. 4. Right effort, the balanced, persistent energy to cultivate the wholesome and abandon the unwholesome. 5. Right mindfulness, the continuous application of the 4 foundations we practiced. 6. Right concentration, the deep, unified, peaceful focus, jhana, that stabilizes the mind and serves as a powerful lens for insight. This path is a circle, each part supporting the others. Ethics supports concentration. Concentration empowers wisdom. Wisdom informs ethics. It is the integrated life of focused awareness. The fruition, a heart released. So, what happens when you focus on yourself in this way to the end? The heart lets go. It lets go of possessiveness because there is no me to possess. It lets go of hatred because the perceived other is also seen as a flux of conditioned phenomena caught in dukkha. It lets go of delusion because reality is seen clearly. What remains is boundless. Loving kindness, metta, a wish for the happiness of all beings, without exception, because the artificial barriers of self are gone. Compassion, karuna, a quivering of the heart at the suffering of others, with a spontaneous desire to help. Altruistic joy, mudita, delight in the success and happiness of others, free from envy. Equanimity, upekkha, a serene, unshakable balance, because the 8 worldly winds, gain and loss, fame and disrepute, praise and blame, pleasure and pain, no longer rock a boat that is no longer there. You become a clear, empty vessel. The world flows through you, its beauty, its pain, and you respond with wisdom and compassion, but you are not stained, not burdened. You are free. He opens his eyes. His gaze holds a depth that seems to contain the entire forest, the entire world. He speaks softly, intimately. So, friend, do not seek yourself. See the next breath. See the next sensation. See the next thought. See the seeing. Let this be your practice, not only on the cushion, but as you walk, as you eat, as you speak. Bring this focused attention to the taste of water, to the feeling of your hand on a door, to the impulse before a word leaves your lips. In this simple, profound focus, the mystery of your existence and its release is found. The path is here. The way is clear. Walk it. See for yourself. Be a light unto yourself. Thank you for listening and watching. Please subscribe the channel.